Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, we will do the setup for the memory bank and I will show you the setup with client plus VS Code and also with cursor and Windsurf. Why memory bank is important? First, let's discuss that, because if you don't know what is the disadvantage or what is the problem if you don't use the memory bank and what is the advantage that you will get if you use the memory bank. So here you see that what happens without memory bank. So without memory bank, you rely only on prompt context window. Suppose you are making a project, you are building a project and you are writing prompt, and after that when your project gets ready, then you are happy and you know that you have built the correct project and your current session got end. Now after some days, maybe after some 2 days, you again came to that project and you have opened that, but your session got end on that day. Now again, if you want to interact with that code base, then again you have to restart the session, right? Now in that case, session 2 will be started. Now the problem is that here you see the model only sees what you include in the current prompt or the system message plus short-term context from the previous messages. Means whatever the messages or whatever the features that you have added in your previous session, some of the context, some of the messages, this model, whatever the model you are using, it may be Cloud 4 or Gemini 2.5 Pro, whatever the model you are using, it will remember some part of that messages. Okay, so in that case, what happened that if you want to add some any extra feature, then that model doesn't have the whole project context. So in that case, it will not understand and it will give you the wrong response sometimes. Okay, so in that case, this memory bank can solve your problem. Here you see, it remembers things during the conversation, means a session memory, but forgets everything once the session ends or after long conversation exceeds the context length. And this is the problem for the real life models that we are using. Okay, so here I have written these things that what memory bank actually solves. Some points that it keeps the AI structure persistent knowledge that lives outside the short-term prompt. You don't need to repeat the background facts, means you don't need to explain the project again to that model. AI retrieve facts from the memory bank during reasoning. More human-like continuity across sessions enables building agents, copilot assistants with true working memory. Okay, so now how to use it? For that, I will recommend you to use this client memory bank, this blog. There you will find this kind of things that they have written in a proper beautiful way. And if you see that the memory bank is a structured documentation system that allows client to maintain context across sessions. It transforms client from a stateless assistant into a persistent development partner that can effectively remember your project details over time. And they have written this client memory bank, but this memory bank is not a feature of client. It is a global things and it is actually a concept. And as client have written about this memory bank, that's why they have written this, that client memory bank. I hope you got the point. And here you see that they have given that how memory bank works. This is a simple graphical representation that session starts, and after that it will read memory bank files. After that it will rebuild the context and continue work, update the documentation. Means whenever you will update your project, it will automatically update that memory bank for you. You don't have to do anything manually. Understanding the files, memory bank files are simply markdown files, means the .md extensions you create in your project. They are not hidden or special files, just regular documentation stored in your repository that both you and client can access. Files are organized in a hierarchical structure that builds up a complete picture of your project. Here you see that project brief.md file, it will be created, and after that this product context.md, system patterns.md, tech context.md, and this active context.md, and this progress.md. So these files will get created, and here you see that what are the meanings of each files. Means project brief.md is the foundation of your project, high level overview of what you are building, and that product context.md is explain why the project exists, means what problem it will solve, describe the problem being solved with this project. Active context.md, it is the most frequently updated files, means it contains the current work focus and recent changes. Whatever the changes you are doing, it will learn the pattern and it will update that document. Okay, and here you see system patterns.md documents the system architecture, records key technical decisions, lists design patterns. And this tech context.md, it will list the technologies and frameworks that you have used. Means you have the complete project structure in the form of .md files. And after that, this progress.md, which tracks what works and what's left to build and records the current status of the features. Okay, so these are the files that will be created automatically. We will see that how to do the setup of this memory bank with Windsurf, Cursor and VS Code plus client. Now for that, first let me open this Windsurf. First I will do the setup with this Windsurf, then I will go to the Cursor, then I will go to this VS Code plus client, right? Now what you have to do, open this Windsurf and then on the right hand side below you will find this Windsurf setting. Follow my cursor, open this Windsurf setting, and here beside this customization click on this manage. Now here you will find this rules tab. Okay, now here this global plus workspace rule is there. Now you will click on this global and there you will find this global underscore rules .md file will be open on the left hand side. Now here we have to paste some things. Now what sentences or what rules we have to paste? For that I have given one link in description. Go there, you will find this document client memory bank. So scroll down a little bit and there you will find this client memory bank custom instruction. Copy this. Okay, so just copy this whole instruction and after that again go to this Windsurf and paste it here. And here you will find that all of that rules got pasted here inside this global underscore rules md. Okay, now if I again go to this settings and these rules to manage, here you see that this memory bank rule got added here. Now if you open our folder, this current workspace, there are only 4 files are there: design.json, index.html, script.js and style.css, right? Now here in this root folder we have to make one another folder. Okay, so open that instruction. Here you see memory hyphen bank, we have to create this folder in the root. So go to this workspace and in this root create this folder memory hyphen bank, and inside that folder some of the files will be created automatically when we'll write one thing. Okay, what line we have to write? Initialize memory bank. So copy this and just go to this cascade and here in this prompt section just write initialize memory bank. Now press enter. Now you will see that inside this memory hyphen bank folder some of the .md files will be created. And also here you see that the file's name is product context.md and is project brief, this project brief.md file. Okay, and here you see that product context.md file, then again system patterns.md file. These files are getting created and it is getting added to this memory bank folder. And if I open that files, then you will get the idea. Here you see, let me open this system patterns.md. So their architecture overview and these design patterns will be there, and this project brief and this progress and this product context.md. Okay, so if I accept all, and here you see all of the things got added here. Now whenever you will interact with your code base, then all of that feature that your code base have, it will be getting added in this .md files. Now whenever you will come after some 2 to 3 days, then again you will interact with your code base, then it will get that project context from this memory bank. Otherwise, if you let's say want to work with this same folder, same workspace or same project in Cursor or in VS Code, so you can open that this folder in Cursor also, and there also you will get access to this memory bank. And what will happen that you don't have to manually again explain your code base to Cursor, right? Because you just have to write that get the project context from the memory bank and it will automatically fetch your project related things from this memory bank. Okay, now if I open this Cursor, what you have to do in Cursor? So open this Cursor, it is getting opened. Okay, okay, yes, and here you see that for this Cursor you have to do the same thing. You have to just open this settings, Cursor setting, and on the left hand side you will find this rules. In this menu you will find this rules. Go to their rules and here you will find this user rules and project rules. Now user rules are the global rules that will be applied for your entire repository or entire AI code editor. Okay, and so we are interested to add the rule in this user rule. That's why. So click on this add rule and here again paste that. So this custom instruction, copy this and here paste it and click on this done. Now it will be added in this cursor user rules. Okay, now again the same thing, as I have already added these files in this memory bank. Here you see I can see that files here also. And if you don't have added, or if you are starting a new project, you can write this thing that this one, initialize memory bank, write these thing here and press enter. Now it will add that pages.md file here also. Okay, now the process is same for the VS code also. Now let me open. Here you see that VS code got opened, and so open this client or root code or kilo code, whatever you are using, open that. And here how you can add that rule. So basically in this client you will find this icon. So beside this model, in this prompt section or this message section below, you will find this model selection, right? Follow my cursor, and beside that you will find this manage client and rules workflows. Click on that icon and there you will find this global rules and workspace rule. So as I have already shown you that you can add it in your global rule, but if you are interested to keep it in your for specific workspace, then in that case you can create that workspace rule also here, like memory hyphen bank hyphen rules dot md. Okay, now press this plus button and here you see that it got added here. And after that you have to paste that custom instruction that I have given in description. And this is the custom instruction. Copy this and paste it here. Now it got added. Save it, and here you see that currently it is green and active. And now what I have to do, just open this client, and here you have to write that things. What that things? Initialize memory bank. You just have to do the simple two procedure what is number one, that you have to add this rule in your workspace or global rule. This is the thing, this custom instruction. And second one is that you have to just write initialize memory bank. Now the rest of the things this AI coder will do automatically, and all of that files will get added in your project repository. Okay, so I hope that you have found this video helpful, guys. If you want to get this type of videos more daily, don't forget to subscribe this channel Code Digit. And here you see that I have also discussed about the GPT-5 release news and this Cloud Code alternative and this DeepSeek and ChatGPT alternative Gen Nano 4 billion model, a small model that is beating DeepSeek and ChatGPT, and also it is local plus private, and also this cursor unlimited agent request and many other things. Please watch that videos also. You will get many ideas from this channel. So see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and please comment down below if you found helpful. Bye bye.